Hello, it's me again, Mr. Air Force Singing Man. Excuse me, Air Force theme song singing man. Yep, that would be me. Yep. And I am a man. M-A-N, not a woman. No, no. M-A-N. Oh, man. Thank God. Yeah. Now, I don't have a gun in my truck, but I wouldn't be objected to having one in the truck because really, we need personal protection. That's part of our Second Amendment right, which is also something that the Democrats would like to take away. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Now, in this particular video, I will, maybe I'll pick up where I left off in the last one a little bit. I'm a truck driver now, and I'm proud to be a truck driver. But something I want to share with anyone who will watch or listen is this. Truck driving in the United States is different now than it was years ago. And I don't think it's better now. I think it's worse. And in fact, I think it's going to get even worse than it is right now. Unless some things happen, which I kind of doubt that they will. But I want to share some things with the American public, if anyone is willing to watch this. You wonder why prices are going so high? You wonder why inflation is going up. Oh, I can't see it anymore. There it's going. Out of sight. Out of space. High. And it ain't coming back down. I doubt it. I said it once and I'll say it again. If we let Democrats have their way, this nation is done. Okay? If President Trump or another Republican with some common sense and a heart for the United States and the Constitution don't make it into office in 2022 and 2024, we're done. We're done. Inflation will continue to rise. The nation as a whole will continue to disintegrate. Candace Owens said something. They're targeting families, and that's a fact. Because where there is a strong family, you have unity. Where you have unity, you have hope. Where you have hope, things can happen for the better, not the worst. And that's what they're trying to take away from the United States. Interestingly enough, I believe in one of her speeches, she talked about places like Venezuela, which should be a thriving nation. But they let the same thing happen there that's going on right now, right here. Nobody's saying enough. Nobody's standing up. Nobody's saying, okay, enough of that craziness. Enough already. Common sense. Common decency. Okay? You know, when I was going to school, we had to say the Pledge of Allegiance, and we also have prayer in schools. Now, some of you guys might not agree with that, but I do. Why? Because, to tell you the truth, problems and all, whatever, this nation was founded on godly principles. It was God-fearing people that founded this as the United States in the first place. Okay? I don't care what religion you are, yada, 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 but in the Constitution, one of the things is freedom of religion. So you practice your way, I practice my way. As long as I don't hurt you and you don't hurt me, we're good. But that's not the way it is anymore. Freedom of speech. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. As long as I don't hurt you and you don't hurt me, we're good. But that's not the way it is anymore. Freedom of choice. You do what you do, I do what I do. As long as you don't hurt me and I don't hurt you, we're good. But that's not the way it is anymore either. The left and the Democrats and the people behind them are pushing this agenda to destroy America, turn it into a socialist, government-dependent nation. And every time you have that, it's a disaster. Truly, truly. And really, yeah, she's right. I mean, you know, you got college students and college graduates with all these fancy degrees and they can't read, when reading is fundamental. How is it you can have a school that doesn't require students to learn how to write in cursive? It's happening. How is it that you can have a school where you got to wear a mask and have a plastic shield to go to school? What kind of message is that sending to your kids? Come on. That ain't right. That is not right. And I, as a truck driver, gonna tell you, yeah, there is a COVID-19, but guess what? It ain't as heavy duty as people want you to believe it is. And wait a minute, while we're at it, let me ask all of y'all a question. Has anyone out there had COVID-19? Now, I haven't. Or if I have, I'm still alive. Okay? There's a lot of things that we can survive off or get through, as it were. And I believe COVID is one of those. Have you ever had the flu? Are you still alive? Have you ever had chickenpox? Are you still alive? Have you ever had pneumonia? Are you still alive? Well then, if you're still alive from all that stuff, what makes you think oh my God, we're gonna die? Come on, it's about fear. That's what it's about. Boo! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm scared. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere with you. I'm gonna go somewhere with it. I'm gonna go somewhere with that. Okay? There was this dude. Dude. It was this dude. He wrote something in a book. This book is called The Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. Some of us can read, and we know what that spells. It spells Bible. But the Bible has an acronym, Basic Instructions Before Leaving Earth. Because one thing is for sure, this life itself is temporary. I am temporary in this form. I am actually 57 years old right now, and one of these days I'm actually going to die this way. But there's a spirit inside that will continue to live on. Where I live after this body is gone, well, if you believe the basic instructions before leaving Earth and you have accepted a certain, the Lord, Son of God, whether you call him Jesus or Yeshua, then in fact you have an opportunity for eternal life. But in his basic instructions before leaving Earth, there's something in, I believe that's 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, 1st chapter, verse 7. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. Now let's ponder that for a second. For God, whether you choose to call him God or Yahweh or the supreme creator, whatever, he's still who he is. He's still God. He's still the one that gave us life. Let me ask you a question. Did you create yourself? No. Do you think you're a pollywog that matured up into a human being? Wrong answer. You were created supremely by a supreme being. And let me tell you, this body right here is a supreme design. Believe me, I've been through a lot of stuff and I'm still breathing. That's a supreme design. I couldn't have done this myself. And I don't breathe by myself. No. There's someone else that put something on autopilot. That's my breathing. That's God. And he didn't give us a spirit of fear. So fear comes from what? Man or Satan, the devil, the enemy. Okay? Evil men want you to fear so that they can control you. Because when you don't have fear, you can't be controlled by political agenda, which is going to destroy this country. Hear me now. Fear is what they thrive on. Oh my God, global warming. Oh my God, COVID-19. Are you kidding me? Man has shown that he's resilient by surviving as long as we have through countless adversities. So, we can survive this too, if we're not stupid. We have to be able to learn from history, which is why you need to learn how to read and observe and understand what has happened in history. Okay? Every civilization, I'm still having trouble talking. Every civilization that has forgotten about God, doomed to fall into desolation and fall apart. For real. Think about it. Everyone. Or if they didn't know God at all in the first place, uh-oh. But what made this nation great years ago and up until fairly recently was the fact that we were a God-fearing nation. What made us great is that we placed high value on families. And if you look at some of the commercials now, some, not all, some, they still show pictures of family. Oh, around Christmas time. Well, wait a minute, let me ask you a question. Mr. Family Man at Christmas time, what are you doing to the United States and the people of the United States? And why is it that all the commercials are still in English? When you got people coming in from everywhere illegally and Joe Biden is letting them stay here. They don't speak English. That's a shame, isn't it? There's a, I don't know. Maybe I'm going off on a tangent, but wait a minute. Hold on. I'm going to bring it back to you. Bring it back. What is that place? Famous for goulash. Hungary. It's funny. Hungary. Okay, there's a president there. Now there's a guy. Okay, if you want to move to Hungary, okay, but you're going to abide by Hungary's rules and laws and regulations, and you're going to have to learn how to speak what? Hungarian. Okay? Wait a minute. Once or twice or whatever, more, I've been to Mexico. When you go to Mexico, do you go there and just blatantly speak English and expect everybody to speak English in Mexico? No! Why? Because it's a Hispanic nation. So, honor their laws and respect their ways, speak their language, or at least try to learn some, so you can get around with them folks. Now, if there are people there that speak English, cool. But that shouldn't be a mandate. No. Because that's their country. That's their culture. So it should be the same way here. If you're coming to the United States of America to be an American, learn our doggone culture and be a part of it, a working part of it, a tax-paying part of it, a fair voting part of it, a free person with free will and freedom of choice. That's what I defended, is freedom. And how dare you, political idiots, try to destroy my country? I'm so mad. Yeah, I'm furious. Because you know why? There's a lot of us that believe the same way as truck drivers. I told you I was going to bring it back around. Look at here. A lot of the problem that we're facing right now in this country with the inflation, a lot of it has to do with the political powers that be. Really, a lot of it. Okay? And let me break it down to you. Okay? As truck drivers, we're out here on the road a lot. Me in particular, usually 24/7. The only reason why I'm making this video right now is because I'm on vacation for the Thanksgiving holiday. And I have a lot to be thankful for. But I wanted to bring this point home. Things are going to get worse, inflation-wise, price-wise, as long as we have a president who does not care about the United States of America. Okay? As long as he continues to allow ships to sit in the ocean or sit in harbors all around the United States and not able to download their product here, things are going to continue to get worse. Unfortunately, Joe Biden stopped the pipeline. All right. I can maybe see why he did that. Maybe. But consider the repercussions. A lot of Americans out of work. Prices of fuel out of sight. And oh, by the way, how do your products get to where they get to? They go by truck. Yeah, okay, you can say, well, they get by train, but when they go to a train depot, what is there waiting to take them to where they got to go? A truck. What does a truck run on? Diesel fuel. And how dare you say, oh, we have electric trucks coming. Yeah, no. Right? An electric vehicle with AI is a bad idea. Seriously. Because AI cannot use proper judgment as a person can. Okay? I'm telling you. You look at all these funky movies where machines take over and things go sideways. Well, guess what? That's going to happen if you go that route. I hope it doesn't, because you know what? That would be just stupid. A lot more people are going to die. And I'm sure the rich people want more people to die so they can just have it the way they are. But wait a minute, who's going to make all your stuff? And where are you going to get it from? And who's going to bring it to you? What, your machine? Your machine? Just broke down on the side because it gets too cold or too hot? No. We are. Truck drivers are. And that's a fact. We keep this nation going. You look at anything you can. Glasses, hat, jacket, carpet, vinyl, plastic, electronics. It's all delivered by what? Truck. And if you hurt the truck drivers, you're hurting yourself. If you hurt us enough, you're going to see exactly what happens when there ain't shit around because truck drivers can't deliver shit because there's no fuel or the fuel's too high. Okay? I'm just telling you guys this stuff. Look at it. Right? Something else. It's not that I'm being big-headed about this, but we deliver everything across the United States. Everything is delivered by truck, and we go through a lot of stuff, and the government is constantly trying to control the entire trucking industry, just like they're trying to control how we think, how we vote, who we vote for. That's ridiculous. That's not freedom. That's Marxism, communism, or dictatorship. That's not the United States of America. That is not. Let me just share something with you younger folks. Wait a minute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, under who? Under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's the pledge of allegiance, and that's what we should stand on. That's what you should stand on. That's what I stand on. That's what we as a nation of Americans should stand on. Okay? This is a sovereign nation. Problems, yeah. Everybody's got them. Every family's got problems, complications here, there, whatever. But as a nation, we ought to be sovereign. We ought to have a set of rules that people should go by and follow. Not a double standard because the Democrats want to do what the heck they want to do. That's ridiculous. Black Lives Matter. Really? No, dog. All lives matter. Put it to you. All lives matter. This country was made up of several different nationalities, several different colors, several different cultures and people. All lives matter. And Black Lives Matter, y'all about some violence for political gain. Y'all get money and paid by Democrats and people behind Democrats. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. I'll pay you $15,000 if you go over here and start some trouble. Man, come on, dog. Really? Is it worth it? Think about it in the long run. You go out here and you set businesses on fire and you cause a lot of ruckus and whatnot, and Black Lives Matter. Man, what happens when all the stuff is destroyed and you don't have a place to lay your head? Okay? Because why? Wait a minute. You got your $15,000, so you go out and you buy yourself a house. Uh-oh, here comes the other side of Black Lives Matter or Antifa or some other organization, and they destroy your shit just like you destroyed somebody else's. Wait a minute. How is that possible? Because what goes around comes around, dog. Trust me when I tell you. If you're going to do bad to somebody else, it's going to come back and hit you in the... Yep. Come on, man. Come on. Think about this now. You know, not every white person in this country is a racist. Not every Latino is a Democrat. That's just stupid. Come on, y'all. Come on. Can you feel me on this one a little bit, okay? Break down these different parties, right? Right? Democrats typically were supposed to be the middle class, working people, yada yada. You know, the auto industry, Teamsters Union, the construction workers, yada yada. Okay? Democratic Party. Oh, we're hardworking people. Blah, blah, blah. But wait a minute. It is the Democratic Party. Watch it now. Slavery. Hello. And there was actually more than one type of slave. It wasn't just black people from Africa that were slaves. They were Native American slaves. Hello. There were Irish people. Oh, wait, Irish people? Wait. What color are Irish people? Why you show me a napkin? Well, what color is this napkin? It's white! Slaves. Don't believe it? Check it. Fact check me, dog. I tell you the truth. Okay? There were more than just one type of slave. And actually, before you take all that back, hold on a second. What? There were actually Chinese slaves. What? What? Yeah, there were Chinese slaves working on the railroad, dog. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. In this country. Fact check me. Okay? And no, and Chinese people are, oh, no, we're the best. We don't have slaves. We never had. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yeah. The point being, slavery ain't right at all. The point being, this right here, the United States, was a sovereign nation, is a sovereign nation, and based on godly principles: freedom of choice, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms so you can protect yourself and your family. That is what it was all about. Freedom of trade, enterprise, young minds with new ideas, fresh ideas. Okay? Dude that invented the cotton gin, the guy that founded or invented the blood transfusion, the guy that founded or invented the traffic light. Okay? A diverse people. Okay? What do we do now? Hunting. You got a bunch of hunters out here. Why? Well, some of it is for sport. I get it. But it was founded and its principles have its basis in survival technique. But I'm letting you guys know that if we continue down the road that we're on, this country is doomed. We need to stand up. I, for one, am standing up right now by putting this video out here. Come on. There's got to be some other truckers that agree with what I'm saying here. Got to be. I know there is. I listen to the CB radio, which a lot of new truckers don't listen to because they're all into their doggone phone, which I'm on right now making this video. But trust me, dog, when I'm on the road, I have my CB turned on and I listen. And there's a lot of other truckers that believe the same thing I do. Yeah. I voted for Trump and I'm not ashamed to say it. If there was another candidate that I saw with the kind of potential for this country that he had, I'd have voted for him. And it didn't matter what color he was. I knew that Joe Biden wasn't the right guy for the job. Period. I knew that Hillary Clinton was not the right person for the job. Period. Boy, she is corrupt as all get out. And so is Joe Biden. And I'm not afraid to say that. Let me say it again. I'm not afraid. Y'all want to come get me? Come on. Tell you where I'm at. I'm in Baytown, Texas. Come get me, dog. I ain't scared. Because I'm going to tell you what. I know where I'm going when this life is done. Okay? And I care about this nation as a whole. That's why I'm putting this video out there. Yeah. So in closing on this part, okay, if anybody wants to know, in closing on this part, let me put it this way. First, you got to have belief in God. Okay? It would be good if you accepted his son, Jesus Christ, as your Lord and Savior. That doesn't mean you have to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I've made a lot of mistakes in my lifetime, guaranteed. Probably still making some, and I probably will to the day I die. But here's the point. I know where I'm going when this one's all over with. Believe that. I know for a fact where I'm going when this is over with. Okay? So belief in God is one. Belief in the sound principles that this country was founded on is 2. 3, standing in unity with people of like-mindedness is 3. Okay? And sharing your views and opinions without judgment is 4. Okay? Got to stand up and tell it like it is. There's somebody else. There's these guys, they're also conservatives. Cool. They're also veterans. Nice. The Hodge twins. You go, boys. Hodge twins. Go for it. Okay? Someone else. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Ted Cruz. Go for it. All right? Candace Owens. Go for it. What's the lady in South Dakota? Christy Dole. Yeah. Yeah, she's cool as all get out. That's nice. Okay? Governor DeSantis in Florida. Go for it. The thing about it is, the people I've just mentioned are all people I believe have the same kind of mindset. Not to destroy America, but help build it up in their individual states. Okay? But we, as people that have